Well guys, something came in the mail. Let's open it up together and see what it is. Should be exciting. As you guessed, yeah, it's the HKL. And you can see this is the old one, how poor it is and destroyed. So let's go ahead and open up the package. So first inspection looks all right. Doesn't look too wrecked. Nothing's been tampered with. Side by side comparison. All the numbers look the same. Good to see. And I'm wondering if I should crack this open just to look inside of it, just to make sure. Might be a good idea. Everything looks good. Now we got that all done, we'll head back, open up the hatch, get in there, start cleaning some contacts. Thought this baby cracked a bit last time. You guys might remember how corroded these were from last time, so I'll just give you another quick little look at them. Because I have a trickle charger on, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect that and disconnect this. I know last time we said keep the charger on it, but mine turned off and I'd rather not have it on, off, on, off, on, off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just power down the whole thing. Hopefully nothing messes up, fingers crossed. And just like last time, go ahead and disconnect that battery. I'll pop this little cap back on. Now that we have that off, it says to wait 10 minutes to let the batteries kind of discharge and all the power from all the modules inside. So let's just give her a 10-minute count and we'll come back. Since we have 10 minutes here to wait, I'll show you a couple of the cleaners and things that I have. So we're gonna start with the contact cleaner. Spray that all on contacts, let it soak, let it dry, and then we're gonna go to the isopropyl alcohol, gonna get that on, and then we're gonna kind of just use the brushes to kind of scrape out everything. And then again, these are just the brushes we have. We're just gonna go in there and switch that alcohol around, clean up as much as we can, and wipe out what we can. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. I have my trusty dandy contact cleaner, and I guess here goes nothing. Let that dry up. Just on quick inspection, it already looks so much better. I'm really impressed with that. So we did one spray already, we're gonna do another. Why not, since we're here? So I went ahead and grabbed two different size brushes. I used isopropylene. I got it in my little cup here. Hopefully I don't knock that over. And we'll go ahead and just clean those contacts using the brushes. Just trying to jam these in there to clean the contacts as best as I could. Maybe that other brush will help a little bit more. Just gonna try to give you a close-up on each connector. As mentioned, we'll go back to the little guy now. Oh, there's still some in there. Let's see it. We'll let these dry from the alcohol. We're gonna give one last spray contact. Let those dry. So go ahead and clean that one up a bit more. And then we'll plug everything in and see what the heck happens. While we're here and I got this out, might as well spray the contact cleaner on the actual module itself. The last thing I am going to spray, remember I showed you in the last video, that ground. I'm just going to throw some contact cleaner on that, just to make sure that that's all cleaned up. Could have a little corrosion, who knows. Alright, so now that that's all dried out, what we're going to do is just do the process of putting it all back together. We're going to start the car after. I'll show you the process before we start it. You got to lock the doors, let it sit for 10 minutes, let everything kind of resync and all that. Then we'll get that started up and see what happens. There's a new guy. It's going to go in there. Alright, fingers crossed. Now, in my opinion, the most serious part about the whole thing. Hopefully this doesn't screw the FRM up. Oh, lights are on, that's good. Close this guy up. Ooh, didn't auto push in. Not a good sign there. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to auto soft close. And it didn't. So I don't know if that's a good or bad sign, but we're gonna try to get that fully closed, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the startup process. Well, that was awesome. I accidentally opened this up. Let's see. Look at. Oh, boys. I think we fixed it. Oh, that's awesome. So now I'm gonna get the key. We're gonna lock it up, let it sit for 10 minutes. And fingers crossed everything's working, because this seems to be off to a good start. While I was just locking that car up from over there, I noticed we have our alarm light. So I think we're in the business, people. This is gonna be awesome. See you in 10 minutes. Some of you are probably wondering why we had nail files. It was meant to file down the insides of anything that had corrosion on them, any pins, but we didn't need to do any of that. But so far, so good. 10 minutes and counting. Right, 10 minutes is up. Keys in my hand. Gonna open the garage door halfway so we don't get smoked out. Oh, that beep's never happened before. This is exciting. Let's get in there and fire it up. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. Uh-oh. Let's see if the windows work. Windows still works, that's a good sign. Let's see if you have bass now. No bass yet. Now that's odd. Still might be that ground, but... Well, I don't know what to say. I really don't. Hopefully some of this stuff will go after I drive it, but fix one thing, another thing pops up. We're gonna go ahead and scan the car. I'll show you the codes that are left, and we'll probably end the video there and then figure out a plan from there. So we have our trusty blue driver. We're gonna go ahead and pop that in there and see what codes we can read. Fire it back up. We'll start by clearing the codes, and then we'll restart the car. We're gonna let it run for a few minutes, and then we're gonna scan the card again to see what happens and which codes reappear or appear. I think that would have been gone, but hopefully that clears when I go for a ride. Let's pop back into the app and see how we look. Here's a full list of the codes. A lot of these, I think, will just kind of take a bit of time for the HKL to come back and learn the car. As well, I do believe that these will disappear once the car is actually moving and is driven for a bit of time. In our next video, we'll be taking this out for its first real test drive,
and then we'll deal with any leaks or anything that come up and rescan the car and see what's left over to fix. I think we're pretty close here. So again, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.